Well, good morning, guys. This is a little bit unorthodox video for me just because the car is so new, but I actually went out looking for a DIY on this, and the only one I could find had dead picture links, and it wasn't that great. So what I'm going to show you how to do today is install the factory painted replacements for these DOT side reflectors on an F15 X5. In this case, an X5M. This is a 2015. This job's really not all that difficult. If you buy the kit, it comes with these rivets. I'll show you how to get rid of the old ones and install these without a special tool. It does require something like this. But really the only tools you're going to need are something to push in the old rivets with. You're going to need a trim popper to take the old rivets out. You're going to need this to put in the new rivets, and an 8mm to take the actual hardware off. So we're not going to fully take the wheel arch off because we don't have to. What we're going to take off is we're going to pop this rivet here and this rivet here. We're going to take out these three 8mm screws, and then we are going to pop this trim panel loose to about here, and that should give us just enough to get access to this here, which is just held in with some automotive grade double-sided tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little Allen wrench tool here. I might not be able to do this one-handed, but basically you just push in extremely hard with the tool until you've popped the back side of the rivet out. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back with you in a second. So once you've punched that in, just grab your trim popper and pull this out. So again, do that same thing to this rivet here, and then take off these three 8mm fasteners. Okay, so now that those fasteners are out, you're going to want to grab firmly the bottom part of your trim and pull out just a little ways until you can see the clip, which is, it's really difficult to see, but there's a middle portion in there that you actually have to push toward the back of the car. I'll try to get my trim tool in there and show you before I pull this off. You kind of have to feel around for it. Well, here you get the gist. So it's kind of a wide clip. You want to push right in the middle, and you see the orange tine right there. You want to push the tip of that to the left into this little bump right here. So you want to push that bump in that way, and then this will just pop right out. Once you've done that, continue to pull gently, although firmly, and the next clips will either pop out on their own, which is actually not very common, or you may have to do that same trick. Keep going until you've popped to about here. So now that you have the trim panel popped that much, you should be able to move your inner fender liner just enough to get your hand back there. But before you do that, get your trim popper and slowly but forcefully start breaking the double-sided tape bond from your corner marker. Once you've done that, you can pull your fender liner and get your hand in there and pull this little guy out. Once you've done that, you want to get any residual double stick tape, which you can see right there, at least mostly removed, otherwise your new signal will be inset a little bit too far. So how to get this out, reach your hand in through the fender liner here, and then you'll be able to slide it out. And then as you slide the new one in, make sure you leave the tape protector on it. Once it's installed, sitting right behind it, you will be able to grab a hold of this tab and pull it off. But this tape is extremely sticky, so it will stick if you're not ready for it, so do be careful. And there you have it. That's fully installed. Once that is fully installed, go ahead and align and reinsert all of your clips. Replace your three 8mm, and then I will come back and show you how to do these rivets. These are original equipment BMW rivets. They are collapsible type like this. So this is what you're going to expect to see. Well, all that's back installed. Here's the real fun part. So all you do is set the rivet in the hole where it's supposed to go, and then ideally have somebody hold this really hard against the bumper. And while you're doing that, I apologize for this right now. You can use your pliers, and you're going to twist and pull out on that little cylinder right here. You're going to pull that toward you until it snaps off. And once that snaps off, the rivet will be fully engaged. What you're doing is you're collapsing the rivet by pulling this out here. And then once those little teeth catch on this and it's fully collapsed, it will break off and it will be permanently installed. So that's about what you should be ending up with after you break it off. And that's permanently installed, original equipment rivet. So it's really not that tough. If you have a rivet gun, you might be able to use it with a plastic rivet, but you know, this is a much more common tool that your average DIYer is going to have. So I figured I'd show you how to do it with regular tools. Alternatively, you can buy the older style rivets, which are just push in, pull out, and they're reusable. You can get those from E38s, E36s, stuff like that. So either way, that's how you do it. I'm just going to polish this up a little bit so it looks good, but that's a heck of a change, I'd say. It looks good. Thanks for watching.